What's out here? What's out here? Nigga, we out here, we chill. Stupid niggas. They say it's wrong, but we doing right. We moving right, we in the loop, ducking, moving like shit. From noon to night, it's just the goons and the crew is tight. What you doing tonight? Just me and you when the mood is right. It's a loop is right, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah.
Minute Maid, how I whip it up. Treat beef like cows in slaughterhouse. That's why we gripping up. Doing dirt on my own. Ain't no bitching up. Counting money talk election going on in my pocket. Stunting when I buy the bar. Change with Ted Dawson. He brushed me wrong. I have him slipping, grazing in the grass. She got an all you body easy slipping when I smash. She wanna feel the fire, Peebo Bryson. I tell her June to pick up the pieces on this average white band. I see mixed brown dope, it ain't 10. Damn, what he talking about? Money a Muslim before they come and chalk him out. That's what my talk be about. You ain't feeling what I'm saying, ma. Get out the car and walk it out. You saving me gas, me money, and not wasting my fucking time. Can't you see I'm on my fucking grind? Pretending like they not, but they are. So tell them get off mine. They say it's wrong, but we doing right. We moving right, we in the loop, ducking, moving like shit. From noon to night, it's just the goons and the crew is tight. What you doing tonight? Just me and you when the mood is right. It's a loop is right, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah. We out, yeah. We ain't the vicious.
Floating in the creek, and then another body was found in the botanical gardens in that area. There's a video circulating around TikTok of the botanical gardens body, and they're like kind of hoisting it in a bag up. It's just a crazy sight to see, you know what I mean? Like, and obviously these are happening in different boroughs of the city, right? It could be like different people just getting killed randomly, but in such a short period of time, just, you know, over a month or two, like a week apart, multiple bodies coming up here and there, and not a lot of news coverage on these bodies because it's in Queens and the Bronx and it's not in Manhattan. And then recently, a 76-year-old woman was found dead in her home just like 4 or 5 days ago. You'd think, you know, maybe she passed normally for that age, but the NYPD ruled it as a homicide, and they're investigating it as a homicide right now. Now, these are all fairly new cases I'm talking about, and the investigation is still ongoing on these cases. So, you know, cause of death, autopsy hasn't been revealed yet. It's just very eerie to see. Those of you that don't know, I mean, I grew up, I was born in New York City. I was born in Brooklyn. Back then, when I was in New York, back in like the early 2000s, I was born there in the 90s. Like, that place was like Gotham City. Now it's a lot more cleaned up, you know what I mean? But like, you know.
If you're alone in the woods at night and you think you hear someone whispering from behind you, run. It could be Walking Sam. According to Native American folklore, Walking Sam is a malicious spirit which presents itself as a 7-foot-tall, shadowy figure wearing a wide-brimmed hat with 2 glowing eyes and no mouth. It is said that it travels from forest to forest within the United States, collecting the souls of the people who have ended their lives therein to keep as trophies, which it dangles from its long black arms. But it's not enough to simply collect the souls of the dead. It lusts after the souls of the living as well. If it encounters you, it will follow you and whisper in your ear, trying to convince you that your life is worthless in the hopes that you will end it all and become another trophy in its collection. Tag a friend you care about to remind them that they matter to you. And remember,
5 myths I've unlearned about. Number 1, it's a shameful thing to do. There's loads of reasons why we say that it's shameful, but all you're doing is exploring your body and seeing what's pleasurable to you. Nothing shameful about it. Number 2, it's okay for boys, but not for girls. The patriarchy is great, but not really. The patriarchy lies. Any gender can and should, if they want to. Number 3, it makes you cool. I got called a legend by some 14-year-old boys when I was 13, and they found out that I did it, and it kind of went to my head. But really, you're no more or less cool if you do or don't do it. Number 4, there is a correct way to. I started by grinding on a chair, but then I stopped because I thought that was the wrong way. But really, whatever tickles your pickle is the right way for you. Number 5, it isn't. I see it as the solo version of it. It involves pleasure, so for me it is, but it's how you define it.
Let's see if you have thalassophobia. I'm going to show you 5 photos. If you feel too uncomfortable to make it to the 5th photo, then you could have thalassophobia. So let's go. First one. How about this?
Man? Sauce.
Feeling uneasy yet?
Man. Of course, sauce.
Almost there.
About you, and
Last
it's no
one.
one else like you is what they're getting.
If
Positive
those
vibes
images
only.
made you feel uneasy,
Shout out
then you
to
may
King
have
Sauce Balls in the
thalassophobia,
building.
which is the fear of deep bodies of water. So let me know if you discovered a new phobia down below.
How a fake character can reveal your real identity. Do you guys remember those Mii characters we all used to create on the Wii? Well, believe it or not, they can be used to track down your identity. Because back in 2008, after police in the UK arrested a man, they found a stolen Wii he had. Well, police then got on this stolen Wii and were able to successfully identify the family this Wii belonged to just from all of their Mii characters they created because they looked just alike and the family was reconnected with their Wii thanks to their Miis. Next, if you see this person, call the police. No, literally, because back in 2008, Japanese police used the Nintendo's Mii creator to make a wanted poster for a hit-and-run suspect instead of drawing an actual graphic. You know, I really wonder if this actually worked. If it did, we should start doing this more often.
This might look like a normal photo, but it's actually one of the most chilling ghost photos I've ever seen. In 1942, this photo was taken at this couple's wedding with a box camera. The couple is smiling, but somebody else in the picture is not very happy about this day. If you pay close attention to the tree on the right, you'll notice something disturbing. An image of an angered woman in the trees is shown reaching out at the couple. Now, this actual photo was passed down through the generations, so there's no way that it could have been photoshopped. When you zoom in again, the image is even more terrible.
These are scary facts about North Korea, part 1. Up first is the generation punishment rule. This means if one person in your family commits a crime and goes to prison, it means your entire bloodline also goes to prison, including grandparents, parents, children. All of them are sent to prison. Next, there is only 28 hairstyles that a man could have. And if you have a hairstyle that the government does not approve of, you will be arrested and sent to prison. And for women's hair, if you're not married, your hair must be short. But if you are married, you have a lot more freedom with your hair. Finally, people in North Korea cannot have an opinion on anything. And if somebody tells on you, or a government official hears you voicing your opinion on anything, you will be put in prison or...
Why don't pedophiles just resist their urges? I've just always wondered that, so I did some research and I found something so much worse. Crazy thing I found out is that 50% of men that sexually abuse children are not pedophiles. So why are they abusing children? People that commit violence against children but do not have a pedophilic preference are usually a surrogate type of S offender. Meaning in the offender's mind, the child is replacing something, most likely an adult relationship. They lack the necessary social skills to develop and maintain emotional and sexual relationships with appropriately aged peers and look to replacement partners. There are pedophiles that have no intention of ever touching a child. I had no idea there was duality to pedophiles. Now, this study was done just on men, but I need to make it so clear any gender can sexually assault someone, okay? I knew about gender and age preferences, but I really didn't think it was possible that anybody could hurt a child in general, but especially if you don't even, so just a PSA, if as you're getting older, your type doesn't also get older with you, you do need to talk to a therapist.
A skinwalker tried to sneak into this guy's house, and what he saw will honestly freak anyone out. He woke up at 2 a.m. to a weird noise and looked toward the glass door, only to see his dog standing there, whining and begging to come inside. His heart sank because he knew his real dog was already inside. It was terrifying, but what happened next was even worse. Skinwalkers are ancient evil creatures from native legends that can transform into animals or humans. In this case, the creature was mimicking his dog, and at one point, it actually opened the door on its own, which terrified him even more. The movements were unnatural, too fast, and completely wrong. If your pet suddenly acts strange or behaves in ways it never has, some believe it could be a skinwalker. This thing stayed in place all night, watching, waiting, and by morning, he made a circle of salt around it so it couldn't escape. After that, the creature couldn't move. He's still not sure if it was really a skinwalker or some unexplainable phenomenon, but the fear he felt is impossible to describe. It's the kind of story that makes you double check your doors and look twice at every shadow. Because what if the thing outside isn't what it seems?
If you see this man on the Appalachian Trail, that is your sign to run. This is Stephen Roy Carter. He was a man that lived in a cave along the Appalachian Trail in Pennsylvania, and he was known for fixating on solo female travelers. And to show you how much of a threat he was, let me tell you a story. This is coming from a deep dive episode I just did on some of the scariest Appalachian Trail stories. But in 1981, a woman named Rebecca and her girlfriend Claudia were hiking in the Appalachian Trail near where Stephen lived in his cave. Their first interaction with Stephen was actually when Rebecca went to the bathroom near one of the trail stops and actually saw Stephen inside the bathroom waiting for her, and he was completely naked. She was able to run away from that situation, but what she didn't know was as they were leaving that camp area, Stephen was stalking her and her girlfriend. Eventually, the two women found a secluded area along the trail to set up camp and hang out with each other. But what they didn't know was Stephen was watching them from the forest, and all of a sudden he opened fire on them. Rebecca was tragically killed by Stephen, but Claudia was able to survive and run and get help. Eventually, Stephen was brought to court for this crime, and he said that the reason he did it was because he knew that the women were in a relationship, and that enraged him so much that he felt this overwhelming urge to kill. And maybe it's because he felt rejected by the women that he chose to open fire, but his defense tried to say that who wouldn't be mad by seeing two women put their homosexual lifestyle on display for all? Like, how can you blame him for what he did? Stephen is currently serving a life sentence, but this story is still one of the scariest things that's ever happened on the Appalachian Trail. And if you want to hear more of those stories, make sure you check out this episode of the Heart Starts Pounding podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
In 2015, police in Michigan stumbled upon a gruesome sight. On that day, they entered the home of Marty and Glenna Durham, and on the ground they found both individuals. Glenna had a gunshot wound to the head, and Marty had been shot multiple times and was lying dead. And for a while, nobody knew who had carried out this act of violence, but there would be a witness to the shooting that came forward. And it wasn't a human, it was a parrot. This is an African gray parrot named Bud, and Bud was a pet of the Durhams. When investigators started listening to Bud squawking, they noticed that he was emulating human voices. And it seems that Bud witnessed the murder. Just check out this clip and listen to what Bud is saying here.
Oh, fucking shut up, nigga, fucking shit up!
In that footage, you can hear Bud the parrot emulating what sounds to be an angry female voice and a frightened male voice. And you can hear the parrot say, "Don't fucking shoot." And this obviously caused investigators and detectives working this case to become gravely concerned. Well, years later, after a lengthy trial, it was revealed that Glenna Durham had actually shot and killed Marty and then turned the gun on herself. And one of the key pieces of evidence in this trial was the testimony of Bud the parrot.
Yeah, we out here, nigga. People ask, what's out here? Nigga, we out here, we chill. Stupid niggas. They say it's wrong, but we doing right. We moving right, we in the loop, ducking, moving light. From noon to night, it's just the goons and the crew is tight. What you doing tonight? Just me and you when the mood is right. It's a loop with Sprite, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah.
Minute Maid, how I whip it up. Treat beef like cows in slaughterhouse. That's why we gripping up. Doing dirt on my own. Ain't no bitching up. Counting money talk collection going on in my pocket. Stunting when I buy the bar. Change with Ted Dawson. He brushed me wrong. I have him slipping, grazing in the grass. She got an all you body easy slipping when I smash. She wanna feel a fire. Peebo Bryson. I tell her June to pick up the pieces on this average white band. I see mixed brown dope. It ain't 10. Damn, what he talking about? Money a Muslim before they come and chalk him out. That's what my talk be about. You ain't feeling what I'm saying, ma. Get out the car and we'll get out. You saving me gas, me money, and not wasting my fucking time. Can't you see I'm on my fucking grind? Pretending like they not, but they are. So tell them get off mine. They say it's wrong, but we doing right. We moving right, we in the loop, ducking, moving light. From noon to night, it's just the goons and the crew is tight. What you doing tonight? Just me and you when the mood is right. It's a loop with Sprite, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting that green. Yeah, cause we out, yeah. And my team always getting.
It's his birthday. Everybody wish him happy birthday.
Oh, this is big right here, y'all. Everybody wish Sauce, the official boss, happy birthday, man. Let's go. Let's see it in the timeline. I like to wish Sauce.
Let me on this track. Accidents to opera O's and conscience.
I like to wish Sauce the boss a happy birthday. I like to give a big shout out to Hasty Gordon. Somebody said Hasty Gordon. Charlie